put it all together, sort of the where you sit, where you look at it is, you have to have the brand where you're sort of establishing that brand promise in the customer experience. But then all of your systems and infrastructures have to support and reinforce that brand promise. So if you're thinking about each stage or you're developing a stage, you should always have that question in your mind. How does this support the experience I'm trying to create for the workers and ultimately for the customers? And then how do I market that? How do I talk to our employees and customers? We saw some great examples of that with Nike earlier today. Good work. And then what we always forget, the part we leave out, is what reputation are we creating? Because that reputation, that's where we don't want to get one of those up in the air experiences. That's the worst of the world. And how many times have we read about that? What we want to always be thinking about the reputation that we're leaving behind. I'll leave you with, I think the ultimate experience I had was my days at Southwest. We had a great culture. We had a great place to work, #1 best company to work, a great business model. And we really had clearly communicated to the world through lots of means, but a lot of by reputation, by what people said about us. And so the right people came to work for us. So one day there, I woke up in the morning and my phone was ringing. It was one of those, you never know if you're going to get the CTO saying the bad word. This one was, "Hey Libby, did you see the young man sitting at our entrance in a lawn chair with a sign?" I said, "No, I came in the back entrance. He must be at the front entrance." "Yes, he has a sign that says, 'We'll work for peanuts.'" I'm like, wow, pretty cool. So I found a recruiter. I said, "Would you mind going over, talking to this young man, finding out what he wants to do, what's his story? Could be a nutcase, you never know." Turned out to be a delightful, recent college graduate from Utah. And one of our recruiters had spoken in one of his college classes, and he had decided, I want to work for Southwest. And he had sent in a couple of resumes to our applicant tracking system and got the email back that was very personal and made him feel very welcome. And he thought, I just think I'll get in my car and I will just drive to Dallas and I'll get an interview. So we interviewed him and we offered him a job. Now I wish I could tell you he's now the vice president of corporate communications, but no, that's not what happened. He accepted the job, but 2 weeks later he changed his mind for a higher offer. So he never came to work for us. So we've jokingly called him, "We'll work for chocolate-covered macadamia nuts." But, but that's the kind of person that you want to find with your brand. That's the kind of experience you want to have with your brand. And these days, they don't have to drive and get in a lawn chair. They can show up electronically at your doorstep in many various ways.